Welcome back to the Black and Gold Standard Podcast. And today we want to get into, talk a little bit about the Steelers rookie minicamp, which started yesterday. The coaches got a chance to kind of see the guys out on the field and running around and their first opportunity to actually kind of coach those guys up. So it's exciting times. I mean, especially I know for the coaches, it's probably real exciting. They finally get to get their hands on these guys and just see how coachable they are and kind of figure out the game plan of what they're gonna do with these guys. So with that said, um, it's a it's a great opportunity, like I say, to you finally kind of figure out what type player that you got. It's really no pressure as far as guys saying, well, this guy's gonna be this or this guy's gonna be that, because right now they're running around in shorts. They're not really doing. I mean, they're doing things, but they're running around in shorts. And one of the things that the coaches want to see with these guys now is just how coachable they are, what they take out of the classroom, and translate that into the field. Just see how how they learn, and are they picking up the few plays that they're giving them, probably every day. And every day they probably add a little more and a little more. But one of the things, the main things that they're doing with these guys is getting them used to the tempo. Um, like it's a transition from going from high school to college, and then there's another transition going from the college to the pros. And for one thing, there's less guys, so it's probably a little bit more reps. More, your reps are coming quicker, so they want to get those guys, just get those guys used to practicing as a pro, learning the drills, because come next month when they have the mandatory mini camp with the veterans in there, you got to know what you're doing, or you're going to piss some guys off. And when that horn blow, you know where to go. You know where to go as far as what area, depending on your position, where your area is at on the field, where to meet, and so this is the kind of stuff that they're really going through with these guys now. All the way down to where you go eat in the cafeteria and everything. Like I say, just getting these guys used to being professionals, because like I say, when the veterans come in there, they don't have time to be showing you how this drill go, and you don't know what you're doing. So this part, this is very important, right now for these guys to take this serious and learn. Then you have the rookies that were kind of invited on the undrafted guys. You gotta show what you got, because you know all these guys that's at this rookie mini camp, they won't be invited back to training camp. So they're trying to, you're trying to make it to get to training camp, and keep this process going, and probably realize your dream of being an NFL player. So that's like the next step. So you can't be in there messing around, and also they want to see who's in shape. They want to see, did you come in shape? Um, are you gassed after 3 or 4 drills? So all this stuff they're taking, they're taking notes, and obviously all this is being recorded. So they you still got to go out there and perform. You can't take it lightly. So like I say, it's just exciting times, getting new guys in. Right now the Steelers, I mean, I don't know how many teams have ever done this in NFL history. I'm quite sure it's been done, but right now you're looking at the Steelers, the leading rusher is gone, the leading receiver, yardage receiver, he's gone. the starting quarterback from last year is gone. So, and you could say the number 2 quarterback from last year, he's gone. So this is a real big transition for the Pittsburgh Steelers right now. So some of these young guys, it's opportunities out there. Like a guy like Rock Taylor. I mean, the Pickens trade, and he's an undrafted free agent, but the Pickens trade really kind of helps him out a little bit because it kind of helps his odds of making a team. I mean, still he got to go out here and perform, but he's probably right now, um, take away DK Metcalf, he's probably the next guy on the Steelers roster right now that somewhat has the size of what George Pickens had and almost a skill set. So, this is a great opportunity for a guy like him to come in there, show what he got, and try to make a a good showing and have a shot at making his team. One of the things that I did see, um, just looking at the films, is this guy right here, number 78, y'all, why y'all black? He's a massive guy, and put him next to Harmon. That's going to be huge. I mean, because I think this is something that the Pittsburgh Steelers needed. They needed size. They needed some run stoppers, and these two guys look like, just off their physical size, they can maybe handle that job. But again, it's just shorts and helmets right now. Can't get too excited, but just to see that massive size these two guys have, that's a good thing. And I'm quite sure the Steelers coaches are very excited about that. Other than that, like I say, just it's really not too much you could take. Like I say, now they might do more today, but yesterday was more of just a, like I say, getting those guys used to practicing as professionals, getting those guys used to the drills that they do, and like I say, because when the big guys come in there, you don't want to act like you don't want to not know what you're doing and slowing up everything. So they wanted to make sure that these guys know what they're doing. So um, that's about all that I really seen out of it. Like I said, you can't really take nothing out of it right now. So if anybody's out there saying, "Hey, this guy is going to definitely make the team," or "This guy's going to be a star," this that, trust me, they're BSing you and they're pulling your leg because right now the coaches don't even know. I mean, they have an idea just kind of from looking at guys and just seeing how they're taking coaching and how quick they're picking up stuff. So the coaches has somewhat of an idea like, oh, okay, this is a guy that we can definitely work with. And there's some guys, to be honest, after yesterday, they already made up their mind that no, this guy ain't gonna make it, and he's out of here. We're just gonna keep him here to kind of keep the have enough people to run a practice, but some guys already made the impression that not they're not gonna cut it. So don't get caught up in if you're hearing guys saying that this guy gonna make this or this guy's gonna do this because, like I say, it's early and you know the coaches don't even really know now. But like I say, it's an exciting time. It's good to to see the guys back out on the field. Um, you got you got um, OT OTAs coming up next month, so the veterans will be out there. The whole team will be out there, and you really get to see what's going on and have a better understanding of who's doing what. But I like the fact that hey, football is before you know it, it'll be here. It'll be here, and right now the Steelers still have some major questions that they got to try to figure out. Obviously, the quarterback situation, and see if Mr. Rogers is going to ever make his mind up and see what they're going to do with that situation. Now with the wide receiver situation, I mean, do they go out and trade for a guy or sign a free agent? And so they got to figure that situation out. So really, other than that, I'm quite sure the guys are just taking it easy, trying to get these rookies through this. Make sure and cross your fingers that nobody receive, get any type of injury, and just get these guys used to being professionals and get these guys, used to being um, Pittsburgh Steelers. So that's really about it for right now. I just wanted to jump on here and talk about this a little bit. So until next time, take care and we will talk soon. All right. Peace out.